like to say a special hello to any new subscribers I have. I got a couple last night after I uploaded my video, and that's kind of exciting, so hi! I hope you enjoy my videos. Today I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I'd first like to talk about why I stopped wearing my corset for a bit, and also about my corseting habits. And there were a couple of questions from one of my viewers, so I'll be answering that as well. So to start with, why as I mentioned in my last video, why I haven't been wearing my corset. So before I stopped wearing my corset about a month and a half ago, I sort of wasn't the most disciplined waist trainer. I would wear it sporadically one day and then not the next, and for a couple of hours, or here and there, and just because my life is pretty busy, I play a lot of sport and do a lot of things. I get changed a lot as well, so wearing a corset makes all those things a little bit more difficult. So yeah, I didn't have very much discipline. I'd like to be able to wear my corset more because the back support is really good. I find it really comforting to wear my corset, so I will slowly be building that up again. Yeah, so I was sort of occasional, but then I went away overseas in June. I went to Vietnam, and it is the middle of summer over there, and it's really, really hot and really, really humid. So I was just kind of sweating buckets, which is really gross. But wearing a corset wasn't really an option, because when you're just sweating, then you don't want to wear a corset because it's just going to get smelly and gross, and you can't really wash it, and just wasn't really something I wanted to do. But I did bring it with me because I was getting a dress custom made, so I wanted to get it with my corseted measurements, not with my natural measurements. So I did take it for that. That's one of the reasons probably why I took a break, because the fitting experience wasn't terribly positive. I had about 6 fittings for my dress, and for each one of those fittings I had to lace into my corset as quickly as possible, down as tight as possible, which is not what I call good waist training practice. It wasn't comfortable, I didn't really like it. So after that I didn't really want to wear my corset because I'd had sort of a bit of a negative experience. So anyway, after I got home, it took me a bit to kind of settle back into my routine because I went straight back to university. So yeah, I kind of forgot about corseting and all that stuff because I was just trying really hard to get back into my routine. So now I'm kind of settled, I'm going to start wearing my corset again. So as you can see, I'm wearing it today. Yeah, so and I will talk a bit more about all the numbers and specifics maybe in a later video, although at the moment feel free to guess. Guess what size this corset is and guess what size my waist is, because guessing games are always lots of fun and I'd love to hear what you think. Yeah, so onto the show. I had some questions from one of my viewers. My first question is from user Melly McBee. I'm really sorry if I butcher your name. I'm terrible with pronouncing names and usernames, so really sorry. But yeah, my first 2 questions that I get to answer, yay, are how did I get into corsets and how long have I been corseting? So I first sort of got into corsets in my first year of university. I'm now my 3rd year, so that gives you some sort of idea of time. And I just kind of started seeing them online, mostly stuff from Corsets UK / Corset Story, and I also started watching YouTube videos, so Phoenix and Bichon and Rancher, so Lucy, and they really kind of inspired me, not just because they had teeny tiny waists, but because they were inspiring women, and they were really sort of confident, independent women, and they seemed like really lovely people, so that sort of brought me into the community as well. And so I bought my first corset from Corsets UK. It didn't really fit me very well and it wasn't very comfortable, but that was when I got bitten by the corset bug. My second question from Melly was, how long have I been corseting? Now, I wouldn't really count from when I got my first corset because I didn't really wear it very often because it wasn't very comfortable. That was about 2 years ago, but probably from when I made my first waist training underbust, which was at the beginning of this year in the summer, around sort of December, January, and then I started sort of waist training for a couple of months, and then unfortunately I was a little bit rough on that first corset and popped a grommet, and so then didn't really do much, and then I made this one. So yes, I did make this one myself, and so I've been sort of a bit more gentle on this one. I broke it in better, and yeah, this one's holding up a lot better. I reinforced the grommet panel better as well. Yeah, so this one probably, I don't know, 4 months, something like that, yeah. Yeah, so I guess I should show it off. Here's the front. Bit of a wiggle corset dance. And the side. The back. Side again. And the front again. So yeah, this is my corset. At the moment it's fairly comfortable. I can feel sort of a little bit of pressure, not uncomfortable pressure, just like awareness pressure here, which is quite good because sometimes I get a bit of pressure sort of down here if I've laced a bit too tightly, but today it's pretty good, so I must be on the right track. So thank you very much for watching. Please send more questions. I will try to think of more things to talk about as well. Uploads will probably happen on weekends because my weeks are pretty busy, but I look forward to seeing you guys when I do upload. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye!